You're tuned in now, so let's begin. A show where stories always win. Grab your seat and lend your ear. The moment's bright, the vibe is clear. It's Tell Me Everything. Stars inside, gonna sing and swing. With Rosalyn Duke, there's joy in the air. Life's a show and we're all there. In the spotlight, tales unfold. New adventures started bold. With Rosalyn Duke, here's joy in the air. Life's a show and we're all there. Get ready for the fun to rise. Every story a surprise. Rosalyn's here to guide the way. So much to hear, so much to say. It's Tell Me Everything. Stars inside, gonna sing and swing. With Rosalyn Duke, there's joy in the air. Life's a show and we're all there.
We did it. We made it.
Is it live?
We're live.
Oh, that's crazy. I just tweeted out that I was over here with you. And like the first tweet up is it's snowing in Boston right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like I've done everything Al Gore said not to do, and I still don't have bikini season year round. I've done every single thing there is. If there's styrofoam, I've used it. I have a very specific hair routine. It doesn't include hairspray, but he hated that. I should get some hairspray just to try to warm things up.
1 minute in, derailed.
What's happened? How did I get derailed? It's snowing in Boston. Like, what do you do? I'm wearing shorts. Well, I'm not wearing pants, but earlier I was wearing shorts. I dug another hole. I don't know how many holes. If I keep digging any more holes, I'm either going to A, end up in China, or B, I'm not going to sleep at night because I'm going to be put in these holes. My wife's going to get rid of me.
Just don't fall into one. You might not make it out.
No, I'll be in China because I keep digging these things. I bought trees today. I didn't buy trees. My wife bought trees.
Gotcha.
And I planted one that I have to replant. It's in a planter, though. Have you ever done that? Put one in a planter and then you got to pull it out and redo it.
Oh yeah, getting it out of the planter can be hard.
Yeah. Actually, that's the easy part because then it gets messy. It's all over the place. Cleaning up is what I don't like. So I gotta get a tarp. I don't have a tarp anymore. My last tarp went to the dump.
I can just tell this is going to be like a 4-hour stream.
My last tarp had a body in it.
Oh God.
It really did. It was my dog.
Okay, let's get started, shall we?
Sorry. Boy, memories.
I think everyone here knows exactly who you are. But for those who don't, and for those who find this video in 100 years, who is the expert?
Who?
Who is the expert?
Well, they're usually the person that you pay on trial. I mean, anybody can be an expert. You just have to convince somebody to give you money on a stand. That's usually how that works.
True.
So, and people are usually mad at them, so that's a common trait right there. Hey. But how you doing? Is everything okay?
Everything's great. We're great.
What are we supposed to be talking about? Am I misbehaving again?
We're talking about you.
No, there's nothing good to talk about me.
Oh yeah. There's good stuff.
That's the Fifth Amendment. Let me tell you what. Davy Crockett did not die on Bunker Hill, so we cannot enjoy our Fifth Amendment.
Okay.
You going to Bunker Hill this year? I'd like to go to Bunker. Is that in Massachusetts?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think they have everything cool except for the witches. I don't like witches, but I'm married to one. Okay, she's not a witch. She's just haunted by witches.
Okay.
The Bell Witch. That's what the
he
Blair
pleads
Witch
the fifth, and then he doesn't stop talking.
It was not named after obviously the Blair Witch wasn't named after the Bell Witch, but it was based off of the Bell Witch. Sorry, I when I get nervous, I talk.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a question you can answer. How about that?
I can't answer any questions. I have no answers.
You don't know. Maybe you do. How would you describe your childhood?
I'm living the best childhood right now.
What?
This is my childhood.
This is your childhood?
Yeah. I haven't changed any. So, as a child, like you don't have access to some things, and as you grow up, I mean, it's just your toys change. That's all that's happened. I have, I can drive. Well, I mean, legally I can, right? You can do about drinks, so that didn't change. But you can buy alcohol. Yeah, that's not a big deal. I mean, I don't know. I don't go anywhere, so I don't rent cars. That doesn't count. I mean, but I'm the same way I've always been. I've never changed. This is my childhood. This is my best childhood. Like, what age of childhood do you want to know about? I remember 15 seems like a pivotal year.
Okay, let's go there.
That's when I first started using hair product.
Oh.
It's true. Before then, I was all natural.
You're a mess. Not everyone knows that you are a musician. Tell me about your band.
Well, it all ended on Christmas Day when I stabbed myself in an artery and got rushed, go in an ambulance to the hospital. It was called a pumper. You do not want to go to the be pushed in on a gurney being called a pumper. But you know what? You get in straight away.
Yeah.
No waiting.
Really good service.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how good service it was because they sent me home and I ate Christmas dinner and I was nobody's listening, right? I can't say what. So I was actually sitting on the commode. I was like, good Christmas, the Yule log of Christmas, right?
Oh boy!
And I looked down at my bandages, and blood was seeping through. So the second time I went to the emergency room on Christmas, my parents took me, and but by the way, we had a prime rib for dinner for Christmas, and my dad he left the emergency room to make sure that it cooked properly. So thankful when I got out. But so the second time they had to call in the cardiologist. I had to have surgery because I was just squirting blood everywhere. And then after that, it was a couple of years before I could start. I could look at that. I can snap my finger, but I still don't have feeling here. So it all ended on Christmas.
But what was your band? What was the name of your band?
No, I'm not going there.
No,
I'm not going there.
Just no. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with no. No is the band. We were
what kind of music?
A little hard rock,
Hard rock?
Yeah. Let's say let's see what Southern rock, hard rock, like I said. I mean, it's not like this was started in high school and first year or so in college. First year or two, maybe. It's I played church music. Did you know that? I played in the choir.
I did not know that either.
Played guitar in the choir. It's good. I had long hair and ponytail halfway down my back. My hair's naturally curly when it gets long like that. But I played in the good Catholic choir boy. True story. You don't think I've ever used that line, do you?
Maybe once or twice. What's your favorite instrument?
This is a trick question.
It's
are you being serious?
Yeah.
Guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah.
Do you still play?
Hey, you want to see it? No, I mean I don't play. Like I don't sit down and go, I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. No, I don't do that. I'm not Meatloaf or whatever. Tiny Tim. I'm not
Tiny Tim.
tiptoeing through tulips over here playing. But yeah, I have no, because it was I really like I have no feeling here. And so I mean every once in a while
Yeah.
I'll start I've got my amps are outside the door right here. I haven't moved it in a year. I've been busy.
Do you just move them around from room to room?
No, we moved. Well, it was back here when I first started. Yeah, it was. It first started in this location, and then it didn't fit in here, and that's part of the work I have to do in that one room.
Gotcha.
I was gonna put it down there. I forgot about that. Maybe I ought to change. No, I like to name it. I've named my room that doesn't exist the grotto.
Oh,
you know, like Hefner.
Yes.
All intellectuals have a grotto. Like Hefner.
Do tell.
What, Hefner? Well, Hugh Hefner was a man with fine taste. He was had a dream. He didn't give up on that dream. And it all started with his mom gave him a blanket, a little baby Hefner. And on that blanket had a bunny. He loved bunnies ever since. The rest is history.
The rest is history.
Then he had a 1960s Gullwing Mercedes when they were new. That's such a sweet car. You can get chicks with a Gullwing. Which very much upsets me. Tesla's stopped they stopped producing their Gullwing.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, what was the worst job you ever had?
Friday nights.
Friday nights? Seriously.
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing I really hated. So I went through, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's weird because like worst I ever hated.
You
I
don't
know
have to
there's
hate
something,
it,
but
but
I
like
can't
the
think
one
of.
you liked the least. How about that?
Oh, working at a law firm.
Working at a law firm.
Yeah. Yeah. So dumb. It's like they want you to be there early, and it's like, man, like I was out all night. What are you talking about? And they get all frantic about something that doesn't really matter, and you sit there and you go, chill. Got it. Chill is not. You should not tell a attorney to chill. Have you ever told that to the Duke? You go, chill.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, actually, several times.
First time you say it doesn't go over great. So anyway,
I think it was like he was a little taken aback by it, but yeah, no, I've had to drop the hammer a few times.
Yes. Yes. Oh man, it's just stupid stuff. But see, it's weird because you can't say a lot of stuff because it's still I'll always have it's always attorney-client stuff, and so like I'm always afraid like what I could say and can't say about that whole time. I just talk about how bad it sucked. So
what made you decide to go to law school?
Well, it wasn't chicks. I don't know. I was in politics, which you did. I was. There's a lot of reasons. It's not just one. It's what else are they gonna do? Took the LSAT, scored really high. I've never said that before. Don't tell anybody that.
Okay.
And
I won't say a word.
Harvard did not accept me. So, that's that's the most I've ever talked about school. All right. So, what's your next question? Law school
Oh,
sucked. I didn't like it. I don't like it. I don't like school though. I like college because college, see, I went to University of Tennessee and they had 26,000 students, of which 17,000 were female. So it was, uh, oh, and there was no attendance policy. There's no official attendance policy. I literally have classes I went to like on the first day and then on the final. Then I have classes I didn't go to on the final, and I had to go and beg the professor to let me have a makeup. But those are cool. Those are cool. Those are some of my better grades. But anyway, you know, that's how it goes. College was great, man. It was great. Like this time of year, oh, the official colors of the University of Tennessee became orange and cut off khaki shorts. God bless those girls that were. That was it. Never mind. That's it.
That's it. So
That
you
makes sense.
went to law school because you were into politics?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
And so why did you give up practicing law?
Because it sucked. I never wanted to be an attorney. I never want to do it. No, don't want to be around it. It's just so stupid. I want, you know what? Yeah, if I could have the perfect job, the ideal thing I've always wanted to do, I want, I'd love to work at the National Archives. I'd just be like all the history and everything that's all of our documents are there. The United States Constitution's in the archives. Have you ever gone and seen it? I got
Yeah.
thrown out because
Yeah.
I say thrown out. I mean, that's kind of maybe a liberal use of the word throw, but I had to go see the Constitution, make sure it was really there. And I didn't want to move. And so security guard comes up and says, "Sir." I was like, Give me a second. I'm reading this." And then I look over, I'm like, "Oh, yes, sir."
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those security guards. I was
Was your
like,
hair long at that time?
No, I was
So maybe they were, profiling you.
I was actually, I'll tell you what, I can't remember what I was wearing a suit. I can't remember what I was wearing, but I remember I was wearing Gucci loafers.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. Well, it's all about the accessories.
It's true.
You
It
buy
really
one
is.
nice pair of shoes and you'll have them the rest of your life. That's any men out there in the audience. You need to spend money on. By the way, I would not go with Gucci. I would go with Salvador Ferragamo if you're looking for one pair of nice shoes.
Aren't those for
That's
narrow
just,
feet?
huh?
Aren't they more for narrow feet?
I don't know. They fit me.
Okay.
I mean, I got flat feet. Yeah, I'm flat footed. Yeah, I could ski if I knew how.
You are quite the history buff. What is it about history that interests you?
I have a vivid imagination. I have a vivid imagination about that. Like, I like to imagine myself in other people's shoes
Okay.
because, like, the Civil War is a big time. What's API? YouTube is currently experiencing this just popped up on your thing. YouTube is currently experiencing some issues with their APIs that might prevent some users from going live on their destinations. Our team is monitoring the platform for further updates. Well, I tried to sign up a thing earlier and it wouldn't let me. So, no, just do you ever see that cartoon? No, you didn't see the cartoon. Well, it was a Looney Tunes, and there's like this little kid, and he's in a classroom, and he's daydreaming. Probably because I'm a daydreamer. And so, you start talking about something, and I'm sitting there imagining what that had to be like. And I'm it's weird. It's like I really did World War II history and don't know much about World War One history. Uh, which I'm trying to correct that. And but that's a whole different boring platform. Um, and then Civil War is a big thing for me because you hear people today even even when I was a little kid, you'd hear people they romanticize about America having a civil war today. And I was like, what do you have to get to have that strife in your country? And what we're taught in public schools is so. I mean, it's flat out not nothing about it is right. It's all completely wrong. Nobody fought the Civil War for what they were over what public education taught you, and everybody had their own reasons. And if you go to a battlefield, the Battle of Murfreesboro, which is called the Battle of something, Stone Creek or something stupid like that. I go into it's a national battlefield. I go into the welcome center. I'm like, where's the Battle of Murfreesboro? Was that in town? Because I thought the what was this is where the Battle of Murfreesboro. Oh no, she started off like this. She said, "Oh, you grew up in the South."
Okay.
And I was like, yeah. And that was the first time I realized there are different names for the battles. There's Southern names and there's Northern names.
Oh.
Like the Battle of Sharpsburg is what they call it, Antietam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Anyway, so you go out to the battlefield and they fought over New Year's, and it was freezing cold. It was like awful. It's a 2-day battle. They fought on New Year's Eve. They took off on New Year's Day so both sides could go out on the battlefield and recover the dead and wounded. And I was like, whoa, wounded. So you're out there, you've been shot, you're out there. I mean, like this place today, even though it's in the middle of Murfreesboro, right? Like our hotel was next to the battlefield. It's very quiet. There's not many people there. You go out there and you're in just this big field. And you just imagine it's freezing, it's snowy, and you're laying there all night long. I mean, coyotes had to come and start picking apart people that were dead, and it's they're just moaning, asking for help. And there were people, on both sides back in their tents. And they were like, we can't go out there, we'll get shot. Just
Right.
I don't know. It's just that's an amazing thing to think. It's so you go out there the next day and you pull your buddies off the field, and then you line up the day afterwards, and you go charging towards each other again. And those guys that died, none of those people had slaves. So I mean, that's the whole thing. It wasn't ever fought over that. They're just fighting. Like in the South, they're fighting because people from the North were coming in invading them.
Right.
And they didn't have educations. They didn't have anything. They just knew that this wasn't right. It's a crazy time. It's absolutely crazy. I couldn't imagine
I couldn't imagine.
I'm not that guy. When I graduated college, I was at a church, and the priest said, the church was on campus, and said, anybody graduating this weekend, stand up and clap. Everybody clap for stuff. Go walking out, and I was with my parents, and I go walking on this random Duke campus. Said, "Hey, let me ask you, do you have any ideas? What you're going to do when you graduate?" And I was like, well, actually, I didn't say. It's like, yeah, spend as much time as I still have friends that haven't graduated yet. I got couches to sleep on. So I said, no, I haven't. He said, have you ever thought about joining the military? And I laughed. I remember saying to him, I was like, the problem with the military is that people say, go that way. That's where the shooting is. I'm going this way where there's no shooting. I'm not that guy. And, it's weird. As my experiences have progressed, I've always regretted that statement. And, but I am not. I'm not that brave. And, I couldn't imagine. Here's a time where if you got injured, it got infected, you had to have your arm cut off. I say
Right.
I'm just saying your arm or your leg, your foot, your nose got an injury, it was amputated. The only anesthesia was whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not like it was the whiskey. The whiskey was made out back. I mean, people have died from moonshine. It was a hard time. How anybody survived? There was no TV. There was no Al Gore to give us this whatever this is, the World Wide Web Internet.com. We had none of this 250 years ago or 150 years ago. I don't know. It just amazes me.
It's true.
There you go. I talk a lot while I'm nervous.
You're not nervous.
And drink.
Is there anything from your previous job experience that you think prepared you for YouTube?
Yeah, I talk all the time. But in my defense, I was doing that beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you this. So you're asking about like law school and stuff. I am law school chilled me out a lot. Before law school, I was very aggressive as far as my mouth was very aggressive, and I was very because I was in politics. I was very set in my ways, and bum 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 bum, and I was one of those facts people, and I did. I was a very different person in law school. You go in there, and the first day they say, "Congratulations! Statistically, you're the smartest people. You're some of the smartest people in the country. Now you're gonna learn how dumb you are, and everything you say is wrong." What's the saying? Law school is the first year they scare you to death. Second year they work you to death. Third year they bore you to death.
Right.
It was everything you do is wrong, and you have to. It's like debate. Like say like a debate, right? You're supposed to have this side, and this person's supposed to have this side, and then you know everything about your side, but then you get up there and you're up at the podium, and the professor says, "Okay, now we're gonna switch." So you have to take their question, and they're going to take yours, and you know everything about what the other person's going to do, and they know everything about what you're going to say, but you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Law school. That makes you nervous, and you got to stand up. You ever see The Paper Chase?
It's been a really long time.
Mr. Hart, tell us the facts of carbolic smoke ball. Ran outside and he threw up. Yeah, that's me. That's me. So you get humbled, and then I had a friend of mine. We became friends this night. I said we were in constitutional law and took a break and standing outside and like walked outside. It's a nice day. And anyway, I was standing there and just kind of dazed off. I was like, God, what the hell am I doing? One of those thoughts. And he's walking up next to me, and he's like, God, man, what the hell am I doing here? I was like, that's what I just said to myself. And I said, man, I should have joined the Marine Corps. It would have been easier. And that's how it feels. They just beat you so bad in law school. And he laughed, and then he stopped and he thought about it. He goes, you think about like law school's kind of like the Marines, right? Like they tear you down and then they rebuild you into what they want you to become. And that sickened me because he was right. And it's very humbling. And so I realized that, and I've got a friend of mine who he went to school, and before he went to school, we were the greatest. We would be yelling at each other nonstop. We go out. That was a good time with us. What meant that we were going to get into a fight, just yelling about how stupid the other one is. And then after we both went to school, and we meet up afterwards, and it's like, oh, I see what you're talking about. I can see it that way. Yeah. Okay. It's a weird thing. Weird thing.
It's a wonderful thing.
I guess.
Your channel's been on YouTube since June 1st, 2020.
No, that's when I signed. Yeah, it's when I signed up for it, but I didn't. Yeah.
So you didn't start your channel right away?
Well, it was the pandemic, and let's see here. It was I don't know, a lot of stuff happened. So like it was the pandemic, and my mom was in the hospital, I can't remember right now. Holy cow, I can't remember all the stuff. But anyway, it was like in and out and trying to take care of everybody, and I was that guy that I was out every day. Everybody else stayed in every day. I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, I've got my parents, I've got White Rabbit's parents, uh, so I was every day I was at Walmart. Me and the people stocking the shelves at Walmart. Every day we walk by. Hey, how you doing? And uh yeah, it was probably a year. It was August, I think, is when September. 1st of September, around that, I started doing videos every single day. Like for a long time, like it was like, oh, I gotta do a video today. And I wonder, a lot of those are down now. All my original stuff's gone. And not by well, I guess I ultimately had to. But that's back when YouTube wouldn't let you say certain things. Those of you that are listening in the audience, you may not know this, but there are certain bad words on YouTube. Like if you told somebody something, oh, you sound like you have a cold. No, what you should be saying is, you should go see a medical professional about that sneeze. I mean, you know what I was thinking about, Roz? It's about that. Do you remember? Were you around, or did you ever hear about the chick who was head of YouTube? All I remember, her name was Susan. Do you ever hear anybody say something about Susan?
I don't know.
Oh, they used to complain about her all the time. Her son went to Berkeley and he OD'd, and
Oh, yes,
she
yes.
stepped down from YouTube, and then she passed away a couple years later from like cancer attack of the heart or something. I don't know, but she passed away. And it's like I was thinking about that a week ago, maybe. It's so sad, and it's like, man, like people used to just trash on her because it was everything you did. I got one of my first streams. I thought it was really cool that Walter Payton was running for the Senate because I love Walter Payton. That's a cool guy, man. Like he's really cool. And I covered his announcement, and I got hit for political miscommunication or whatever, misinformation. Yeah, I was like, oh, that one's gone. There's a lot of those early ones. So yeah, there's some of them like June 1st, man. You said June 1st of 2020. Man, it was the pandemic.
Who inspired you to start your channel?
My wife. She bought me a microphone. Told me to quit talking to her and start talking to people on YouTube that are making me mad.
Thank God for her. Thank God for her.
Is it? No, she really did. She bought me a microphone. It was a blue snowball or blue ball or whatever those things are called. I was on stream. Oh wow, man. Wow. That's crazy. I was on stream. I had one of those arms that came more like this. It looked like one of those claw things, at the fair, right?
Right.
Claw thing came over. And it much like the claw, if you get something and you pull it up, it slips out. Well, here's my blue ball, and it's hanging there one day. I'm streaming, and all of a sudden it goes, boom. I was like, whoops. So it busted my blue ball, and I didn't have a microphone. So I got this one. I happened to luck out. I was on Amazon looking around, and somebody had. Have you ever watched those QVC type things they do on Amazon? Like,
no.
You can sell products.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Not selling products, but you can you can do a live stream. I should do a live stream on Amazon. I've got a hooked up for it.
I don't think they would want me to do it because I would just complain about all the crappy products.
Well, you do. You say like, okay, you're like, hey, like this. Well, it was like this microphone. Let me just keep it simple. So this guy's doing his thing. He's doing it for like a gaming rig stuff, right? Like all the stuff that's on sale from Elgato. I didn't even know it back then. And I said, I left I put a comment in the chat, and I was like, your microphone, your voice sounds really good. That's a cool microphone. And the guy says, hey, expert, hey, thanks about the microphone. Yeah, I don't even think it was on his list that day. And he's like, "Oh yeah, this is the Elgato Mark II or whatever."
Mhm.
And it was on sale, and so, I got this by, signing up for Amazon credit card. Got a $100 gift card she signed up for. That's how I was able to get a microphone. And that's why I got started. My wife was tired of me talking to her.
You initially started uploading videos first, right?
Yeah, you had to. There's no streaming back then. There's no
There was no
StreamYard.
live streaming?
No, you had to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours to be able to go live on YouTube back then.
Oh.
Took me 9
Interesting.
months so that's also the same time you get monetized is 1,000 subs. And what is it? Now it's 500 subs, isn't it? And 3,000 hours?
No, it's still 1,000. I
I
mean,
thought
you can I
what
think
can you do? I don't know.
I'm not really sure, I can't remember. It's been a minute. But I think it's something like 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs.
It's still there, okay. So, like,
But that's to get
that's when
monetized, but I don't know about going live. I'm not sure that you have a requirement to go live.
No, not because of StreamYard, you can go live. But see, they didn't have StreamYard when I started. Like, I kept looking and trying to figure it out, and somebody figured out how to use, what's that, like, Zoom thing that Google had? Or they don't have it anymore. You use it, and, Google, like, shut it down, like they do all their good stuff. And, uh so then, like, it just when I found out about that thing, like, I was like, "Oh, man, are you kidding me? It's gone?" So, when was that? It was probably 6 months. I've probably been doing it for 6 months before I could go live. Ooh, I remember my first stream. You wanna know what that was? I
What
think it
was
was my first stream. A guy was climbing Trump Tower in Chicago because he had to talk to the president. He had very important information, and he was, a Chinese national. I think he was. I think he was from China, which that kind of, got me. I have no idea whatever happened to that, but the guy was climbing the outside of Trump Tower in Chicago.
Your first live was on July 29th, 2021.
Yeah, okay. Is that what it had? Was that it?
I don't know what it
It's
was.
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
what
the
it
first one
was,
I
but,
remember.
yeah, so that was the
You probably know.
event that made you start live streaming, was the guy
No,
climbing the
that's the
tower?
one I remember, and I was like, it was so terrifying because all of a sudden, like, some chats started popping up, and I was like, here I am. I mean, I knocked on doors and campaigns. I mean, that's you get some weirdos coming at when you walk up with somebody's porch. I love Ring cameras and all that stuff now, doorbell cameras. I love that because they're either going to talk to you through the thing or they're not going to answer their door. Whatever it is, they usually have their dogs put up. But anyway, I've talked to like that type of like weirdos, and I had one weirdo. I went knock on the door. I was like, "Man, this is a bad place. I do not need to knock on this door." And he's like, "Hey, man, I got some alcohol in here. You want some?" And I was like, "No, no, I don't, man. I want to leave. I want to leave. Is what I
I
want to do."
wanna get out of here.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, and then he said, "Hey, I got banjo." And my inbred kid down here, he's playing guitar, and it's like it started. Bam, 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 bam. No, I'm kidding. I did get an offer that though. I was like, "Oh, this is not good. Not a good one." So anyway, yeah, like first live, you have people coming in, and it's like, which I'm totally ignoring your chat, by the way. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but I do that on other people's streams. I'm like, it's not my chat, it's your chat. Like I'm reading who all's here, but I don't respond. But
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that, or, for people that are just getting here. I try not to get derailed by chat when I'm having these conversations so I can pay attention to what they're actually saying. So I'm not ignoring you, but I'm kind of ignoring you. I am watching for questions, and we'll get to those later. So just
okay,
hang in there,
cool.
folks.
But yeah, it was so terrifying seeing people. And I was like,
Oh, coming into
why
your
did that
chat?
bother me? Yeah, why did that bother me? Then I got so like then there's a thing for a while where people were paying bots to go into other people's channels and so their numbers would go real high, and then they would turn me in for using bots, and that happened on a stream of mine, and I was like, all of a sudden I looked down, I'm like, I had like, it just keeps going up and up and up with the amount of people viewers you have, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh gosh, like like at one point, I started getting nervous, like, oh my gosh, there's so many people here, and then it got like, then I was like, nobody's talking. Like, is there anybody here that wants to say anything? Like, I got like 600 people watching right now. Say hello or something. Nobody did anything. I was like, I'm being invaded by bots. So,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know. Yeah, that first time talking about it's only happened like a couple other times. Like, I got nervous. I actually got nervous making sugar cookies at Christmas this past year.
You got nervous making
No,
sugar cookies?
yeah, I did it live. It was weird.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay. Yeah, that is odd.
yeah.
You call
I feel
yourself the
weird not asking you
expert.
questions. Do I?
You call yourself the expert. The expert of what exactly?
I don't know. I just want some hot chick from Texas to make a song about me. I got that. So now I'm done.
Mission accomplished.
There you go. There you go. Hey, winning. Oh, there's such a part of me that so just wants to go with that and let go. But anyway, I will behave. I will behave
Yeah, you behave.
a little bit. Well, I got nerds now. I try to finish those. I mean, that's not rude or anything. Start eating those things on stream, is it? Okay. So, pandemic, trying to think like, what do you do? Well, I know what I like to watch, and I started watching stuff, and I was like, oh no, like I can't do any of these things. I'm trying to do what I like to watch. I made
Mhm.
horrible videos. That was stupid. Like I still can't do videos. I have more equipment. I could if somebody brings their own camera, I could do probably 7 people setups. I have that much like just random equipment I bought because I'm like I gotta try it to see what it is. I can't visualize it, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a term for that. It's it doesn't matter what the term is. Which is good because I can't remember. Anyway, so then it's like, well, okay, so what do you go back into yourself. Well, White Rabbit would not let me do anything political. And of course, that was good also because of YouTube. But I was like, as a really, why can't I do anything political? And she said, because people know you and they know me. I was like, okay, fine. Because I ran a lot. But anyway, um, so then I was like, okay, well, look at the law thing and started watching it. And oh, like I don't know what was happening. Like I probably had YouTube in the background, and I hate trials. I mean, I absolutely hate trials. But I was interested in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial,
Mhm.
and I think it might have been that one. I'm just gonna say it is because it seemed like it was around that time. I kept hearing people talk about the expert witnesses, and they kept saying the word "the expert" over and over and over again. And I was
Mhm.
like, that's public relations right there. You want people to say your name all the time, the expert. So I mean, think about how many trials there are. People say the expert in this is wrong. I really like the expert here. People all day long are saying the expert. There you go. And
There
you
you
know
go.
what? It hasn't helped one damn bit. So all that learning, all that college learning, my public relations degree ain't worth it.
Oh, brother.
No. But that was
So
what you're supposed to do. There's no such thing as bad press. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You don't want the press that like never mind. I'm not next question. What's going on? I went to the store the other day to get milk and it was all gone. Big milk strikes again.
big
They
milk.
also Yeah, you notice how like the whole Boston snow thing? Big milk.
It's big milk. That's fair. That's fair. So tell me about how you came up with your content when you first started streaming. No,
I can't remember. That's like what I
I
stream
can't
about.
remember.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on now. I think it was. So like everybody's heard the thing like YouTube, like to get in the algorithm, you're supposed to like have the same thumbnails, the same topic. They like 3 videos a day, like the 10 minutes, like 8 to 12 minutes or something like that.
Right.
And after 3 weeks of doing that, you'll be in their algorithm. So I was like, okay, well, it's the pandemic. I can't talk about anything. And I was like, gosh, if only there was a missing blonde girl, because that's what America loves. If you got blonde hair, blue eyes, and you go missing, stop the presses, man.
Right.
And Kylie Rodney, was that her name? No, Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito went missing. So that became my stuff. And I was like, well, how am I started it because I was watching, I was trying to learn, figure out what's going on and stuff. And I noticed people that were covering, they were just making stuff up and they were changing from day to day and all this stuff. And I was like go back to law school. The the most important things in a criminal case are the facts, the facts, the facts.
Right.
And so I always try to do just the facts. One, I'm too stupid. I can't do anything else but the facts. Like I mean, I forgot tonight, right? Like I'm too stupid to be able to say, oh, some big old lie. Like, oh, I couldn't make. I know a guy that said that he couldn't be there when his wife was giving birth because he was on a helicopter with a U.S. senator. She believed him. Anyway, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, man.
Oops.
It's been a long time. He's divorced now.
Oh, see,
But anyway, yeah,
it's fine.
the girl was a friend of mine. So not anymore. No, doesn't matter. Anyway, I mean, I guess we're friends. If I saw her, I'd say hello. But anyway, Gabby Petito, I don't know if you guys know or not, but she was the girl van life. Her boyfriend was Brian Laundrie. They left from Florida and we're going to Portland, Oregon. And then he shows up back up in Florida in her van with no her.
Right.
And ended up they had like got in a fight or something like that along the way. They supposedly pulled over and like ran Tetons National Park or something. And she sprained her ankle and he didn't want her to suffer, so he strangled her. And uh
Because that's how
so
you do with a sprained ankle.
right, right. I mean, you don't. He said it was getting dark, and like you couldn't leave her there, and go get help. So he didn't want her to suffer. This is all in his diary. But then after that, there was a little girl, Summer Wells, who's
Mhm.
brought the road. East Tennessee. She went missing. Hang on a second. My ear is just. Um, I think Apple changed their earbud style or something. There's like an itch. Happens to me all the time now.
Huh.
I'm blaming Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
Uh,
you should.
but she went missing so actually I got Volstorm. We went up to the where the like the look because all these people were saying all this stuff. They were saying that there was like underground tunnels and the cornbread mafia was stealing children in the middle of the night. It sounded like, gnomes and gypsies and all the European like tales, right? No, it wasn't. We drove all over that place and we had live streamed everything. It was really good content, I thought, and nobody else had it. And anyway, like that's probably like around then is that type of stuff what I was doing live. But I was an avatar because my wife was like, you can't show who you are because, you know, reasons people
Right.
would find out. So
Have they found out?
some people have.
Some people have.
No.
No.
Have you ever had someone like in public recognize you? From this, not from
Oh, I'm like, well,
anything.
yes.
You know, let me tell you what.
You know.
It's great going out in public. People never recognize me because I'm wearing clothes. But you know,
I usually don't expose my shoulder in public. It's true. No, I
all
haven't
your
had
shirts are
anybody.
stretched out. It falls down.
I know. I used to have a really fat neck. I know I have not had anybody recognize me specifically from YouTube. But I'd have to go somewhere for that to happen.
No, you know, I mean, when you're an avatar, you don't get noticed.
That's true.
You
That's
know,
true.
so that was part of it.
That's true.
But yeah,
Okay, Bruce says he did
Valhalla's
recognize me
do what?
in Phoenix at the trial. He said, I
Was he
recognized
there?
you. Yeah, he was there.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he's the tech van guru.
The what?
Tech van guru.
Bruce, you had a tech van. I'll go over to OnlyFans after this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Valhalla, I just saw him in your chat. He got recognized in Dollywood. It was really funny because he was like, "Hey, someone just recognized me," and he was all proud. And I was looked at him, I was like, "How does that make you feel? Someone just recognized you. They probably know where you live too." And he got a very weird look on his face, and he's like, "No, they didn't recognize me." Like, what do you want, please? See, I'm still haunting him with it. Sorry. I'll drink now.
You're known for your Friday night live streams. What inspired that?
Flashcast. Yellow Flash.
Yellow Flash.
So Yellow Flash, fan of their Saturday stuff. He's he had Umbrella Guy on there, and Nick Ricciardo was on there. They were like regulars. Then he had he would switch people in and out. And just Saturday nights, man, I absolutely loved it. And because there's not really anything else going on at that time. He starts like late, like midnight maybe or something, but he goes for hours and hours and hours. And I just like, man, this is a cool thing. He's hanging out with his friends and stuff. Like Yellow Flash was I think it was the first person the Umbrella Guy was ever friends with, that creator was. Well, I don't know, maybe friends in real life, I don't know. Because he's a mask man. But it was first creator he's ever friends with. And it was a cool show, I thought. And nobody was doing anything on Fridays. It seems like 100 years ago. YouTube. It's changed some. And anyway, it was Friday night, because here's the other thing. It's like we were sitting, they changed the name of the bar. We were sitting in a bar, Diva and Volstorm, White Rabbit, myself. And as we always did, it's like we did every Sunday nights, we used to hang out and do trivia and stuff like that. And then we were sitting in a bar together, and Diva started talking about podcasts and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I have a podcast. And because I did at the time, where it's like you can still go to like you need to ask your Alexa device, you like play The Expert is Podcasting, and it'll like all my early stuff's there. I don't remember
you're
how I
on
did it.
you're on Apple, you're on Spotify. There's a couple of ones that I had never heard of before, but
Yeah,
you're everywhere.
it's crazy. And yeah, it's because that's the weird thing about this is you never know who's following you. You never know what people know about you. It's like I'm on what's the other thing? Twitch. Twitch was another one. Twitch is one I used to stream all the time on Twitch. Nobody ever watched it. I was like, I think it was I think it's the thing with the software. Big corporations don't like you using the streaming software and splitting up streams. But anyway, no, it was just us hanging out, and I started talking to Diva about it, and then I was like, "Yeah, look," I was like, "Well, we go live right here on a podcast thing." I was like, "Nobody's gonna listen to it anyway," and so I did on my phone. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, like that's a real podcast? We're really podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, it's right here." And then it was just like, we ought to hang out uh, because what else do we do? And so we started for FNL, and then it became a thing, like kind of like how Yellow Flash had different guests on stuff. And my idea's always been because a lot of people will throughout the history of me on here have been like they I'll get the thing like how do you talk? That's one of the questions. Like, how can you just talk about anything and follow the chat and stuff? And then I get make fun of hey sponsor. I get made fun of for not following the chat. And I got an email the other day about somebody was upset because I didn't say hi to him. And I was like, were you in the chat on Friday night? It's like, because I can't follow on Friday night. I don't say hello to everybody on Friday night because so many people come in and out, and there's so many people on screen and all that stuff. Like you kind of get in a fog. But
Right.
one is how do you talk, and then the other is talk with people. And so I've always wanted that FNL experience for other people to be where they get to. Uh, uh, she likes my art for crying out loud. Oh yeah, Diva. Yeah, she's not very tasteful. That was Valhalla said that. Sorry, Valhalla and I have these things going on. But anyway, it just I want people to grow. I want to see everybody succeed, and doing a pretty good job so far. It's like the FNL Dollywood things coming up. The first one, I was the biggest streamer. Now I'm the smallest. And I'm like, that's just so awesome for me. Like it's like everybody is all these people that I've worked with and I've wanted to, help them out and see them succeed and do all this stuff. They're bigger than me and I love it. I think it's great. And
Yeah,
so
you're heading into your 3rd annual Dollywood meetup.
yeah.
What inspired you to start that?
When I hit Miami or Melissa Jane might be if they're around, they could say it. It was like I think like when I hit 1,000 subs, when I finally hit that mark, they asked me like what my goal was, and I was like, what's my next goal? And I said 10,000. Just to keep it simple, like go
Yeah.
by, just add a zero. And I was like, yeah, I don't have a goal. I don't know. There's no glass ceiling to this. And anyway, I was like, man, it'd be cool if you got big enough. You had a thing. It's like I'd like to go out to Vegas and do like a live show with everybody, And I don't know why Vegas, but it was. I guess a few years ago, Vegas was still cool. It's not like today. I hear it's not cool, and that comes from Vegas Rick, but he's not cool. So what does he know? Um, but yeah, so then it became like somebody started talking about Dollywood, and I was like, yeah, it's right there. I actually think it's right over there. And I'm like, yeah, what about it? It's like people wanted to go to Dollywood and stuff. Like, well, we ought to do it. And like people come in and do FNL and stuff. And I don't know, just kind of grew from that. And also, it's that stupid pandemic. I hated that thing. It is still weird today. People don't like to shake hands. They don't like to go to grocery stores. They don't do anything. And we're dying as a society. And little butterflies like me feel like they can't get out of their cocoon because of that damn pandemic. I want to end that thing. Let's go outside, ride some roller coasters, have some fun. Eat some. Right. It's not sourdough they have up there. What is it? Cinnamon bread. Eat some cinnamon bread.
Oh, it is good. God, the whole place smells good. Just smells good.
Yeah, it's it's funny. I've been on Reddit a lot lately reading. I know, make fun of me for being on Reddit. But there's like a Dollywood section. And there's so many people talking about how they will not be going to Disney World this year. It's like a backlash on them, and they're in the Dollywood thing, asking all these questions because they're just tired of what Disney's become. And it's very expensive, and people are not happy when they leave. And it's
Right.
like Dollywood, it's like, no, you're not coming for like, get your picture taken with a princess. You're coming because it just is Dollywood. It's just a roller coaster in the hills.
Right.
About 15 roller coasters.
I was gonna say it's more than one.
They got a new attraction opening this year. I really can't wait for.
I saw that. I'm on I've got their newsletter. It still comes.
It reminds me. Yeah, I don't have. Is it an email?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't check emails.
That's good to know.
No, I hate those things. Don't you?
Oh, no. That's usually
Oh.
where I get in touch with people who like to pay me to design stuff. So.
Oh, well, yeah, that's why. No. Well, that makes sense now. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
But
it helps. It
yeah,
helps pay the bills.
but email's so archaic. Like there's so many buttons you have to push, and you got to do a title. You know what? It feels like setting a stream up. You have to do a title, then you have to like put your words in there. And I mean, by the time I'm in there, I feel like I need to be doing formal style of writing. And you got to check and make sure you're using the right email account and you didn't leave any weird things behind, and there's no attachments that don't belong and stuff like that. It's so cumbersome. I just rather just
Speaking of Reddit, you recently jumped into the Karen Reed case post ruling. What made you start
yeah.
covering that case?
Okay, well, you remember that foreigner guy? What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Baker. Yeah,
Baker.
foreigner.
No.
I'd say that foreigner guy. Baker's one of my best buds. He's just for like a strictly YouTube person. It's amazing for me, like because I never thought I'd ever like know a European, and I didn't know Denmark was even a country when I met him. And it's crazy. They're like they're Denmark. Yeah, was it? You're never more than 18 miles away from water. And I'm like, it's so tiny. It's like Rhode Island or something.
Wow.
Is Rhode Island a state or is that Long Island? Well, one of those places. We'll just say Key West. It's like Key West.
Key West.
Yeah, an island.
I don't think Key West is that big.
What was your question?
Why did you start covering Karen Reed?
Karen Reed. Oh yeah, yes, that guy. So it was right after my mom passed away. And I'd spent like 6 months, 7 months, I just trying to survive. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like I'm not watching the tubes. I'm not covering anything anymore.
Right.
And the idea, it's a fresh start. And which is that was nice. It's having a fresh start. It's like sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Very simple question. So he was doing like he at Christmas he wants to do like a fundraiser type thing, for other people stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelsey Fitzsimmons, I
Mm-hmm.
think it was
Right.
for her defense fund and like Turtle Boys defense fund. And he asked me to come on. And of course, listen to this. The guy's trying to save like I don't know, 15 ruples or whatever they use over there. So he quits using StreamYard and he has some like some Eastern European platform. I don't know what he's using. And I get on there and my entire screen's black. I can't see anybody. I can't see anything. And so I'm sitting there listening and he's like, "Oh," he goes, "Expert, you ought to ask Emily C to come on because she was a kindergarten teacher, and you're kind of like a kindergarten kid." And I'm like, "Okay, sure." Then I start getting all these well, and then later on, like, I'm on there with him, and Turtle Boy comes on, and I don't know who he is. Like, I can't see him, I don't hear anything, and he started talking about his case was coming up where he had been arrested for, witness intimidation,
Mhm.
and he was there he has a trial where he is facing 90 years in jail for witness intimidation that did not have anything to do with the trial he was in. And that's longer than people get for murder, you know? I mean, that's just so
Yeah.
crazy. He was talking about it, and something hit me. I was like, these are First Amendment protections. Like, this is so weird. And so that's how Turtle Boy, that's the first thing got into it. And then I started getting all these messages about, oh yeah, Emily's who you need to talk to, blah, blah. And so I reached out to her, and she asked about if I knew anything about Karen Reed. I said, I have no idea about her. Like, I know the basics of her, right? I
Right.
know that because when Broken Baker, it was the first Dollywood, the first Karen Reed trial was coming up, and Baker just started covering it, and he did that while here in Tennessee. He covered that trial, and it was still going on when he got back. And that's the one that really made, because he's got like 25,000 subs, it's like,
Yeah.
which I mean, once you hit uh whatever, I think we're all like 1%ers in YouTube right now. Isn't that crazy to think about? There's 2 billion people on YouTube.
Right.
And because like we're still around this long and have this amount of subs and this amount of hours and stuff, we're all like, it's like in the top like 2.5%, and then the numbers, they just drop. And once you hit 25,000 subs and you're still monetized, because a lot of channels disappear and you're still monetized, you have to get some like a million subs before you get out of that same little percentage. It's so small. Anyway, so he grew though from Karen Reed, and that's all I knew. Emily came on, started talking about it, and um I knew nothing about it. And so she people were just there like, "Oh my gosh, I love this," because they've been like, it's like hails, or like anything on YouTube. People get really big into one topic. Laura Owens, right?
Right.
And that's kind of what my thing was like with Turtle Boy, because Turtle Boy stuff reminded me of the Hales, the early stuff, with the 2-inch pipe time.
Yeah.
And then he also has an aspect that is just like Laura Owens. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, if I could get these 3 ideas in my brain to come together just perfectly," I was like, It's the most explosively big idea I've ever had." And I can't get to it because there's just so much stuff happening. Um, hey, Balsdorn. He's the troublemaker. But anyway, so that's how I got into Karen Reed, though. It's really because of Emily C. She knows she is. I'm trying to think, like, who else do we know that's like that? I mean, uh, I don't know, kind of like you, like where you know so much stuff. Oh, I'll tell you what. Holy cow! Yeah, she is. If we start talking about John F. Kennedy right now,
Oh,
that's how Emily C is with that Karen Reed trial. And for
gotcha.
her, she had the day that her school shut down for the coronavirus 19 was the day she found out she was pregnant. And then the Karen Reed trial started. Karen Reed stuff started happening. And it was, let's see here, the courthouse was like right between her house and I forget, like, if it was the school or something else. She drove by it every day. She saw all the protesters and all that stuff, and it just became part of her thing. And I was like, it's You know how it is when you know a topic that you know it really well.
Right.
And then you got someone like me who's a complete squirrel, and it's so exciting to hear this stuff because it's like you cover something, you're like, "That's not how you do it." Like, "What do you mean? What are you objecting?" Or, "There's no objections. What is this judge doing?" And then you see the chat just lights up. They're like, "That's how we were back then. It's so exciting to see somebody else, see this for the first time," or something. Anyway, that's how I got into following that. It's crazy. And of course, Karen Reed has a civil trial coming up.
Right.
Turtle Boy's back in court this month. There's all that stuff. It's an exciting time. And I get time. I still, because the two things I've done the past couple of years were Hales and Laura Owens. There's the two things I did like really stayed on that are a topic that's still going on.
Yeah.
And I'd like to be able to bring all those things back together, like my original idea. But I gotta do stuff like 7 months from a year ago of honeydew things. I'll probably have another hole to dig tonight. Or maybe I'm digging one right now and don't realize it.
Maybe.
See?
You have over 8,000 subs now. How long were you actively working on YouTube before you managed to see that kind of growth?
When did Hills come around?
2 years ago.
That was I got
2024.
that's when I had a big spike. Because my entire thing has been on spikes. So Kylie Rodney was another missing girl, blonde hair, blue eyed girl. She ended up in a lake near, not Lake Tahoe, but in a lake near Lake Tahoe, in her car type thing. And during that whole thing, do you know who Ryan Upchurch is? He's
Name
a
sounds
country
familiar.
music singer.
Okay.
So he's I say country music singer. I think kind of started off like how Kid Rock is to rock and roll. He's that to country, like a country rap type ish thing. Anyway, he was going making the rounds. He was really into that Kylie Rodney stuff. And people were getting so mad because here he is. He's a huge personality. And he was making fun of people that were coming up with these oddball theories and stuff. And there had these chats that lasted for hours and hours, and thousands of people would be in there watching, and all these super chats were coming in. And he started saying the craziest conspiracy type stuff, and it made people so mad. And I would laugh every time he did. And so anyway, he ended up on my channel and we talked for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, something like that. And that was like the first time I ever saw a pop. And I got like something like 700 subs off of Ryan coming in. And I got a chance to ask him about his conspiracy theory stuff. And he smiled and he said, "I'd like to see the gears in people's brains turn." And I was like, "Yes, I understand that." And then Hales, I mean, there's other pops like that, but it's never been a consistent. Uh, Melanie Little, is it Melanie or Melody? Melanie.
Melanie.
Sorry, I used to know somebody else. Anyway, like she covered a live stream I did about Karen Reed stuff after the first trial, and I was like, why are my numbers going up? I got like 400 subs, and I didn't even know who she was or anything. It's the weirdest thing, and that's how YouTube has always been. And so I don't know. I don't look at sub counts, and I don't look at view counts much anymore. Because view counts are like the other day, someone was talking about how they're off now with YouTube.
Right.
It's just I look at memberships. Those are the best things, or people that are willing to give, For me, it's $2 a month. It keeps the purple lights going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is what I do. YouTube, and yes, ma'am.
So how do you balance YouTube and real life?
I somehow get home in 38 minutes from Costco during rush hour.
Yeah, you forgot.
I told you. I had no idea. I thought I was going
You're
live
a
tonight
mess.
in a couple minutes. I had no idea what was going on.
Well, I'm glad I
didn't
said
yeah.
something.
Yeah. I can't believe you had that much faith in me that I would think about knowing. If it's not in front of my eyeballs, even if it is, I might not be paying attention. So, but yeah, YouTube's like that. It's and I love talking the whole YouTube shop thing. And I'm like, it used to be people would ask me about YouTube. I think I want to do my own channel. And I used to tell them, like, oh, yeah, you should. I was like, we need good creators on YouTube stuff. Now, actually, probably for the past year and a half, at least,
Mhm.
I tell people don't do it. They don't do it. It's not for everybody.
It's not for
Crazy, isn't it?
everybody. That's true. It's
No,
true. It's not for
it's
everybody.
fake. You have to accept that it's fake. Everything's fake.
Everything's fake. Nothing's real.
True. But when you see people in real life, then it's real. 3D is real. 2D is fake.
Yeah. Some people, forget that it's fun.
It's fun tube. Fun
Fun
tube's
tube.
all I want to do. Yeah.
Right.
It's was it Mike Tyson? Everybody has a plan till you get punched in the mouth.
Right.
That's why I'm like, everything's fake in 2D. When you're 3D and you realize that the things that the way you act and the things you say and stuff, you're getting punched in the mouth. It's the Mike Tyson principle.
That's right. What's the most surprising thing you've discovered about having a YouTube channel?
Meeting great people like you.
Aw, no, seriously.
No, being serious with a heart attack. I've told you before, I think, and those of you, if there's anybody here who doesn't know about Rosalyn's story, here I am sharing a screen right now with a woman that I have heard her father's voice for most of my life, and to think that it's real, and she's right here, and we talk to each other, and it's one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced, and like when you send me pictures of like something goofy you're doing, I absolutely love that. Like that is something like if not for Al Gore, we wouldn't have this connection.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Because how would we know each other? Like you live in Australia, basically. Well, Tennessee's Australia. Those of you that aren't up to history, all the Tennessee sent all the undesirables down to Texas. Sam Houston and his lot. And
Uh-huh.
the third biggest city in America is named after an unwanted Tennessean. And anyway.
Oh boy.
Isn't it his wife's name was Mary, right? Was that
I don't know.
right? I think so. I think that where the flying here, the airport is in Maryville. Mary is Marvel. I can't even say it right. The
Spit it out.
locals
Come on.
call it, but it's Maryville. And it's I hear a puppy. I just tripped on my words. I was gonna say a poochie and a puppy at the same time.
That's Honey. That's Honey's bark.
Is Honey a badger?
No. But
Is Honey a syrup?
Nope.
I like Honey.
She's my pretty girl. She's my pretty girl.
Ooh.
And there's Trixie Woo Woo that will show up here in a minute, I'm sure. And totally different
Woo.
bark. Well, she barks. She goes, woo.
Love it. Love it. Woo
Yeah.
girls. I love
Mhm.
woo girls.
Woo, woo,
But
woo.
no, it's that's the thing about YouTube though. You don't know who you're gonna meet. Somebody else that I'm absolutely amazed about is well, okay, yeah, what you talking about or what you doing, Willis? The dude's crazy, amazing, cool. I tried to describe him the other day as I was like, yeah, this is the guy that like he's like an evil Knievel. He's like, but he's not. Motocross is what it is, and
Yeah, motocross.
just a crazy cool person. Let's see, gosh, I met Valhalla because of being on YouTube. Isn't that weird? Um, and um, oh, like Hal 9000. If you ever see him around, like I kept seeing this guy in my chats. I'm like, who is this person? You know, like what are they doing? And all of a sudden, I started being like, I trained what's the guy's name? Oh, I can't remember his name now. Oh, Bill Paxton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Bill Paxton. I trained Bill Paxton for his role in the movie Navy SEALs. And I was like, what? What's going on here? And yeah, well, he was Al was on the naval base in San Diego, and he was the sharpshooter. And so
That's cool.
the movie asked for the military's help, and that's who he was helping. Then it's like amazing stories. Like, I mean, he's got so many amazing stories too, but it's people like that. Of course, I can't think. Like, I'm drawing a blank, but you know, Rosalyn Duke. That's the coolest person I've met.
Oh, now. If your YouTube career had a blooper reel, what's the highlight?
Tonight.
Blooper? Really?
Well, I didn't know I was on.
Oh, brother. What's your most embarrassing moment on YouTube?
Tonight. Let's see here. I just got done telling you how much I like you and I respect you and all this other stuff. And yeah, hey, Balsam shot Merville. And all this stuff. And then I was like, oh yeah, like I'm out here picking up trees. I didn't even know I was supposed to be here. So that's kind of embarrassing.
Well, I mean, I think MG makes a point. We have had a ton of bloopers.
Who, you and me?
Well, I mean, all of us. I think all of us that kind of commingle together. We seem to have quite a bit of fun.
Well, my
Sometimes,
bloopers are like, I mean, that's just life, right?
right?
It's like here's the thing. So like people the chat should like this one. It's like people are like always afraid. And there is a famous reel, not real, but like a clip of a guy who farts on stream. And it's like he's like, I did not. He gets so mad, he's fighting and stuff. It's like so you have to just think about it, like if you do, you just own it, nobody cares. It's when you sit there and go, no, I didn't do that. And people will play that clip 1,000 times over. It is whatever you do, you just have to own. I haven't stood up yet, which is thank goodness, because that could be catastrophic. I'd have to delete that one. Because I don't wear pants. And what's the I haven't fallen, which is rare. I've always hated gravity.
Yeah,
A nemesis of mine. Found out when I was a little kid.
you can't fly.
I don't think I'd want to fly. Would you want to fly?
No, but I'd like, I found out about gravity after watching Mary Poppins. So I tried to do that off of the balcony at the house I grew up in.
Did you have a umbrella?
Umbrella. Yeah.
It goes. They flip up, so that way you don't fly away in thunderstorms. It's a safety feature.
Yeah. It was not good.
Mm.
It's kind of an
I
idiot.
tried to build a bridge as a child. I'm a bridge builder, evidently. I tried to build a bridge with a sofa cushion between. We've got an old butcher block. I mean, this came out of the slaughterhouse butcher block, and it's a huge tree essentially, with like just legs. Anyway, it was a family thing, and anyway, between I was a little bit just running around with my sunglasses, and I tried to build a bridge for some reason between the sofa and the butcher block, and I started to crawl across it, and I fell, and that was actually, I think that's the first time I went to the emergency room of my life. I was bleeding profusely, and I remember I was holding my head, just looking. I was like, when I found my mom was on her hands and knees scrubbing the bathroom floor. I said, "Mommy, don't get upset," which evidently it's a bad thing to say. And she's like, "Let's go." She turns around, and I can still hear that scream today. If you stand still long enough, you can hear it as it comes around the world. This keeps going. And she picked me up. She grabbed a towel in one hand, me in the other, and went like this, and ran out to the car, put me in the out to the emergency room, and went.
Yeah.
Got my first stitches, and then I fell later in the same place. I had stitches again. I hurt.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the emergency room with my son. He was a climber. He was a climber.
Yeah, I've always liked the idea of rock climbing, but
Yeah,
gravity. Yeah, I saw Star Trek 3. No, 5.
Just the one?
No, I've seen all the Star Trek movies. Well, all the original 6.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but Kirk falls off of maybe it's the Grand Tetons. I don't know. Everything's the Grand Tetons for me. So fell off, and Spock had jet boots on, so he saved him. Anyway.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah, the moral of that is don't go rock climbing without your Vulcan.
It's good advice, I guess.
Yeah,
If you could
very good.
If you could give a new streamer one piece of advice, what would it be?
The whole don't do it.
Just don't do it. Okay.
Don't do drama.
Don't
do that's
drama.
always what I say. Don't do drama. Drama comes to your table, walk away from it. Don't talk about it. Don't do it. Don't get involved in it. Nothing. Because it'll eat you up. Look a bit. Oh man, Broken Baker. Talk about him. He went through it, and he I thought he was doing a magnificent job of maneuvering his way through it. And then he came on, he's like, he did a live stream. I had no idea. He said, "I'm not doing this anymore." And his whole thing was like, Turbo Boy was taking a lot of flack, and nobody was standing up for him. And so he's like, "I want to take some of the flack off the guy, let just as a symbol type thing." And then after a while, he's like, "I'm not happy anymore." And I was like, "Ooh, I know that one." So yeah, don't do drama. And a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, I got into this to be drama." And I'm like,
really?
Yeah, that works for you in a while, and they end up. I'll tell you one. Look at that channel, Pretty Antisocial. You ever seen them?
Oh yeah, I love
It's
her.
just one chick now. It used to be 2. I thought they were really, really good. And then the one girl's like, "I can't do drama anymore," and she left.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So I don't know if the other one's still around or not, but they're had a good thing going. But anyway,
That's a pretty small channel.
Do what?
It's a pretty small channel, isn't it?
Yeah, that's when I found them. They were like maybe less than 1,000. I
Yeah.
like small channels.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Well, one is that Valhalla says number one YouTube advice is to make Valhalla a mod. That is true. And two, the second thing is the Emily C. I was talking about earlier. So like I was like, I was like, well, yeah, come on stream. Oh, that was one of the things. Broken Baker said that she is live streaming, wants to get her feet more on the ground and all this stuff. She's been doing this for like 5 months. Okay, this is back in December. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, you can come on, we'll talk. 1 hour before the show starts, I'm like, well, maybe I should know something about her. I went to her channel and it was twice the size of mine.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, well, hey, I'm the doing her a charity thing. And then I watched her content. And I was like, oh, this is really good. What's she doing on my channel? Why's she come over here? I'm an idiot. And I was like, damn you, Baker. But see, he's a European and communist and all that stuff. So
That's true. That's true.
hey, here's something about YouTube. So I see you got the picture of Jeff there behind you.
I do.
Connor is one of the greatest things on YouTube. And he's Connor and I are good friends. And I don't think I'd say him a happy Easter. I just not remember that. What a great friend I am. Oh, that's awesome. I sent you one.
You did. He sent me one too.
Yeah, well, you didn't remind me that I was going to be on a couple days later, so you had that chance. But anyway, yeah, like Connor, so that's another thing. Like you found Al Gore, I never met him. I met him through tragedy. Isn't that crazy? It's
It
just
is
cool how
crazy.
things work out.
It is. If you could take over another YouTuber's channel for 24 hours, whose channel would it be and what kind of chaos would you cause?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who else. Like, I don't watch others' channels. When this is over, okay, so like last night, as soon as I was done streaming yesterday, you know what I did? I watched AI videos of Chuck Norris becoming the one, the chosen Jedi.
Okay.
He was fighting Darth Vader in a music video, nonetheless. It was kind of good music. I don't watch other channels. I don't know who's on there. And so like who's will I be on? I mean, well, I've ruined yours right now. So I mean, this one again. I don't know what I would do. Give Valhalla a wrench. He has one. So that's what I didn't do. Hey Valhalla, what channel do you want a wrench on the most? And that's the channel I would go on. Just to give him a wrench. I'm serious. Like I am so bad at lifing and this stuff and everything. It's crazy. People come in and they ask me, oh, like you start talking about things that are happening in other channels. I'm like, what the heck you're talking about? You're like talking in tongues. I'm like, I'm not gonna be handling those snakes tonight, lady.
I know. I get some crazy screenshots and I'm like, I don't have time for this. What is this? I don't have time. How do these people have time for this? I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah. No, I'm like, wait, how? What? No, I don't have time for anything. Like I leave, like I get done and I'm gone. Like and when I say gone, it's not like okay, let me ask you this. So you have a real life, you have a 3D life.
Hmm.
Like when you wake up in the morning, like this is my thing. I grab that phone. Let's see how the world has burned since I went to bed
Right.
5 hours ago. And sometimes I'm absolutely amazed how much it has. Oh, he wants a Mr. Beast wrench. Ballstorm says that. Yes, that's who's channel. I've never seen Mr. Beast.
Me either. I've never watched a
Okay.
single thing.
No. Oh, I don't know how he got in my algorithm, but I watch a lot of Asmongold now. Do you know him?
I watch him too. I enjoy his content. He's crazy.
Did you always know him, or did you just like somehow get his
I discovered him during Johnny Depp because he was watching Johnny Depp. His takes on that are hilarious.
Yeah, I love that guy. And
Yeah.
what's the other guy? Oh, Oh, who's the guy I just found he's from LA. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. But no, it's there's so many great people out
Well,
there.
he's
But
he's in
anyway,
Texas. He's in Texas.
yeah, he's in Austin,
Yeah,
believe it or
near
not.
Austin.
Yeah. And then oh that what's that chick's name? She looks Asian, but I don't think she is. Imaru,
I don't know who that
that
is.
he's friends with. She got attacked at the uh Twitch event. A guy
Oh
came up and tried to
my.
kiss her. That's the thing. So okay, I'll be serious about that. For people starting YouTube, there are a lot of weirdos out there. And there are a lot of grifters out there. And like me, I do not do fundraisers. And because I don't know anything about them. And
Right.
I don't want to think that somebody in my chat gave money to somebody who ended up being, just someone grifting. I mean,
Right.
in the traditional sense of a grifter, a scam artist,
Right.
and that's how majority of people. I say majority of people. That's what it feels like that on YouTube. There's so many people that come in. They ask for money. Broken Baker again the other day said that somebody came in and asked him if they would help them become a streamer. And he said, "Yeah, sure." And then he never heard anything. And they sent him an email and said, "You said you were going to help me become a streamer." He said, "I thought this person was going to be like, what type of equipment to use, blah, 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 this or that." He said, they said, "But you never sent me any money." I said, Yeah, I need you to send me $100. And he's like, "No."
No.
But yeah, he just out of the blue. And I mean, I've seen the chats where people have been like, "Oh, I ran out of gas. Could somebody send me $3 in my chat?" They immediately get banned. But
Right.
you see it and you're like, "Well, why is somebody asking for $3?" They just want to see if you'll say yes.
Exactly.
And then they keep coming back, and and they'll go away and they'll come back. Yeah, it's amazing how people are, and I don't expect anybody to be around, 6 weeks. That's another thing. It's about 6 weeks and everybody's gone. Like, you have a new group of people around you. People are like, "Oh, I think you're the best. Like, this is so great." I'm like, "We'll see if you're still here in a couple months." Because,
Right.
3 if
Right.
3 months is usually the max of the max, and then people are gone.
Yeah.
So,
No, I think
and,
I think we're pretty fortunate. We have a lot of people that have, this they hang out, they stick around, and I like it. You get to know people.
I like it too, but the thing for me is I always want to find because it's a for me it's like that social experiment, I guess, for like a better term. Like we've met people that have the same likes and interests of us. Like like you're in high school, you have like a small group of friends compared to like what you have in college compared to, you know, y- I don't know, you get to a point when you're not in college or you're not in those situations, and all of a sudden you you have a hard time finding new friends and stuff. Well, it's because your interest, it's that personality test thing, like we tend to want to be around people subconsciously. We want to be around people with our same personalities, and the internet it, it's expanded our friends, and so I love meeting new people. It's like Valhalla says, somebody new is just a friend I haven't made yet. He's never met strangers. And that's a little awkward at times. When you have
Yeah.
to tell him, "No, Valhalla, you can't bring that person home. They smell of urine and malort."
My Lord. Oh my Lord. Ah,
Instead of, "Oh, my Lana," it's, "Oh, malort."
exactly. If you woke up tomorrow and streaming was no longer an option, what would you do?
My retirement well, I have 2 retirement plans. One is, gambling, and then, I would go work for well,
Same.
that's my yeah. Yeah, I can't lose. I know this, okay? I have that feeling that when time comes, I'm not gonna be able to lose. and I would push carts at Costco. That'd be
Okay.
awesome. Just be outside all day, bring the carts in from the parking lot. Oh my gosh, you're by yourself. You listen to radio. You know, I mean, it's just nobody comes up and asks the cart guy to clean up aisle 9. He's got the carts. And there's so many at Costco because it's busy all the time. That's living the dream. Think about all the exercise you get.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Get to be
Be awesome.
outside too, unless it's
Yeah.
bad weather.
Oh, okay. So you say it's bad weather, but when you're prepared for it, and you know it's what you're going into. There is no bad weather. It's a different condition. You know it's coming. So what do? You get a jacket. It's awesome. It's not like me. Like when I was mowing the yard the other day, I looked up. I was like, "Oh, that might rain a little bit." And all of a sudden, go tink, tink, tink. You know, that's where it hits the lawnmower. You know, and I'm like, "Wait, is that rain?" And then my wife actually came out to make sure I didn't wash away. It was that bad of a storm that quick. I was like, she doesn't check on me ever.
She never checks on you. Oh,
No, she bought me a microphone to leave her alone.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's up, K Ray. Sorry. I saw Kimberly Ray. She had surgery on Good Friday.
Oh, well, hope she's healing well.
She is doing awesome. She's been needing it.
If you were a superhero, what would your superhero
Batman.
power be?
To be really rich. Like Batman.
To be really rich.
My favorite superhero is Bruce Wayne. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this: is Captain America
is he really a superhero, or is he just a really rich dude with cool toys?
No one's not called Batman a superhero. I mean, he's part of the Super Friends.
He's a vigilante.
Yeah. So
with money.
But okay, like think like this. So like Captain America, everybody knows him, right? That guy right there.
Yeah.
So Captain America, is his superpower the fact that he took steroids, or is his superpower that his moral fortitude never changes? What's superpower? So what's Batman's? You know, is he just a pissed off guy because he can't get over his parents? I bet she's probably over his parents by now. You know, I mean, you know, having your own plane, I think, would help. But his morals. So other people don't have to go through what he went through.
What would your superhero name be?
Expert.
Knew you were going to say that.
You asked.
Would you rather karaoke, lip sync battle, or have a dance off? Why? And why?
Yeah. Oh, I can't take credit for it. I want to. I want to, but see, I can't lie because I'm too stupid. I'm like Jack Nicholson when he was asked the beautiful girls, you know, want to be a starlet or maybe a starlet in Los Angeles, you know, Hollywood. Asked Jack, said, "Jack, you want to dance?" And he goes, "On verb."
What?
Beautiful starlet in Hollywood asked Jack Nicholson if he wants to dance. They're at a party, asked him if he wants to dance. Takes a deep breath. He looks at her and says, "Wrong verb."
Well, you
verb,
can't.
An action word.
Yes. Okay.
Well, I don't sing, and well, I don't dance and keep my clothes on. So, lip sync, I'd have to, if I had words, maybe. I'm not very talented, Ross. Like, I can't do hardly anything.
You can
I
dig
get my
holes.
wife, though. Do what?
You can dig holes.
That's not the word I thought you said, but yes, dig holes.
What'd you think I
Sorry.
said?
Nothing. Never mind. Next question.
Next
I
question.
heard the D. Sorry.
Mm. Do you have any regrets?
Coming on this show.
It can't be the answer to every question.
I'm kidding. Regrets. I have a few. Too many. What's the Did It My Way? Frank Sinatra, made famous by Elvis Presley. I don't know. I mean, it's not something that eats away at my soul. I mean, we all sit there and think, man, if I could go back in time, I'd have said this or I'd have done that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm very oblivious to things. So like any regret I'd have would probably be due to me being oblivious to something, but I'm oblivious to it, so it doesn't really
So who
matter.
cares?
No. I'm that guy. Like, if you ask me, like, what would you do for $1 billion? My answer is, what do I need $1 billion for? I mean, I have a house. I have a beautiful, wonderful wife. I have wonderful dogs. I have freedom. I'm an American. I think I'm an American. We're still free, right?
Last I checked.
I mean, I don't know, what do I need $1 billion for? I'm just happy. I'm happy. Um, I love life. I absolutely love life. And his superpower is being oblivious. I think if I've also actually, I think he said that before. I'm Captain Oblivious. Yes. Huh? What's going on? What are we talking about? Does that have anything to do with me? I don't care.
Well, my thing broke. Yep.
Oh, so many things are broken. It's so much. I told my wife one time. I said, "Look, I she's like, all these boxes in here are yours. You need to go through them so we can get rid of some stuff." I was like, "No, you need to take them and just throw them all away, and don't tell me you did it, because if I don't see it, like I'll just be like, where'd that go? If I ever remember, like I don't remember what's in those boxes, so if I need it, I'll probably end up getting another one. How many times have I done that? All the time." And then, if it's gone forever, I'll be like, whatever happened to that? What did I do with that? And I'm like, so just throw it away. Just throw it away. I don't want to see it. Don't tell me you did it. None of that, because I'll never know. And she has yet to do that. I still have boxes I need to go through. And I started going through some boxes and I found stuff I didn't know I had. I can't get rid of it now because I've actually printed out pictures. I found pictures. I don't know why I printed them out, because they're horrible.
You just wanted to admire how bad they were.
I don't know, but it's if you have Amazon Prime, you can get pictures printed out and sent to you.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of cool. It comes in the mail. You get a little, 3x5, whatever. Those are cool. I like having photos. I like analog photos.
What's next on the horizon for you?
Well, I have a whole garage full of cool things you can have, man. I was actually thinking about you. What's next on the horizon for me? What day is today? Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Gotta take the trash out tonight. But horizon.
Big planner, I see.
I don't like to get ahead of myself.
Apparently.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday tomorrow.
I always like to, make sure I wake up, I look out the window, make sure the earth is still there, still flat.
Did you see somebody posted a picture of a tortilla? They said it's the latest picture of the moon.
It does look like that, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, that moon thing! Hold on, did you know that was going to happen?
Yes, I did actually, because I found
out like 3 days before it happened.
I've been starting to ask like I'll ask the different AIs, what's going to be the biggest news next week?
Mhm.
Just for
Do they
fun,
give
just
you
to
the
see what
same
it
answer or
says.
different one? Yeah.
I just want to know what it thinks. So it did tell me about that. It was going to be a big deal.
Like a week before though.
Yeah, a week before.
So doesn't it seem like something you should have known for like years or months or whatever?
Why am I supposed to help?
It just seems well. Last time I heard was the first time Trump was president. He said we need to go back to the moon, and 6 months later, NASA came to him and said we don't know how to do it. We lost the plans.
We
It's like
lost the plans.
the greatest achievement in human history, and you don't have that archive somewhere. Well, no, those guys they wrote down a lot of stuff on their own, and if a part didn't work, they had to make it. The engineers made it themselves. It's like
Yeah.
the greatest achievement. You know what? You can go see the Wright brothers where they flew the plane. You can see the plane. You can do all that stuff. That was the greatest achievement in human history until we went to the moon.
Right.
Nothing's been bigger than the moon. Right. So anyway, Gene Stewart, one of the astronauts, said something about he can't believe that man is finally going to the moon.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all smoke and mirrors. What's happening? Dollywood 3. Oh, that's on the horizon. Thank you. Dollywood. June
Dollywood
3rd, 4th,
3.
and 5th. I hope you're able to come.
Me too. Me too.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that's it.
There's that's what's on the horizon. Sorry, I just looked over your chat and everybody told me that.
Yes, in the search for Spock, Dollywood 3.
Yes. Oh hey, so Dolly turned 80 this year. The Motley Crue redid their song Home Sweet Home with Dolly Parton. And so that's become the official song of Dollywood. FNL Dollywood 3. It's the beta version. Finally out of beta. I don't know. But anyway, that's June 3rd, 4th, 5th. Anybody here doesn't know what that is? It's Wednesday's the 3rd, and that's we just get together, meet and greet. So that way you know who all's there.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I met the Dukes, and it was really cool. We ate at a cheeseburger place that has good pizza too. Has a nice patio. And then
Oh,
after
that's
that,
nice.
just go. There's an arcade. They got the world's largest. Was it Pac-Man or Galaga? You walk in that place. I can't remember. No, they have bowling and all that stuff. The main event Thursday, we go to Dollywood and just hang out. It's weird how small it is. I say small. I mean, I don't know how big Dollywood is, to tell you the truth. But you keep running into each other, don't you?
Well, yeah, I think it's that way on purpose. It's like these circular paths. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you see everybody all day long. You can be like, okay, bye guys, and you can go off this way, and then you turn around and there's somebody there that you met the night before. And then Friday we do a live FNL in front of a live studio audience. It's crazy. It's letting risking everything, letting amateurs in on the behind the curtain, and we do a live event, and it is something. Being there is so different than watching it or anything else. Do you remember last year? Like I was like, guys, we're supposed to start 30 minutes ago. I said this real loud to the whole establishment. And it was like everybody was turning around saying, so who cares? If they wanted to see it, they should have been here. We have a show to do. That's the whole point of this. All right.
I thought you were working on the sound or something.
No, we let Shizzy and T-Rex, I'll take the blame. I let them play around with the lights and the flashing cameras and all that stuff. So there was that problem. But no, and then this year it's really, really grown. And there's a lot of people coming that I've not talked about that are people. There's people you don't know about yet. um, and it's very exciting. And
Oh,
I think people want to come because I don't think eh, I don't know. You asked a question like, are people doing it for their own self needs? It's like or selfish needs. They want to be seen and all that stuff. Do the life. I don't know. I don't think so. I think people just really want to hang out,
yeah.
and it's the biggest creator hangout there is. Gosh, I think that's the truth. I think it's the biggest creator hangout there is, right? I mean, who I don't know,
Biggest
and
I've
like,
been
except for
to.
like unless there's like Comic Con,
Right. Right.
something like that. I
No,
mean,
no, it's fun. It's a good time for sure.
Louis Valhalla says that he's scared the place is going to be too small. We have a backup plan. He happens to be in with the Irish bar that's right around the corner.
Oh, nice.
So what we'll do is people go over there and we'll come in and out. And I was thinking about this. I'm at, well, you said what, 8,200 subs? So I said like if I got, every 1,000 I do that many hours of a stream.
Mm-hmm.
If I have 10,000 subs by Dollywood, I'll do a 10-hour effing on Dollywood. Everybody doesn't have to be there. I'll start 10 hours before whatever, and I'll
You
push
heard it
on
here
through.
first, people.
It is. This is the first time I've said that. If I get 10,000 subs by Dollywood, I will stream 10 hours on June. Was that the 5th? Friday Night Live will be a 10-hour extravaganza. Oh my
That's
gosh, that
crazy.
audience, y'all are gonna be so trash. So what we do is I rent out this spot, and of course, do I need to be talking about this?
It's up to
By
you.
the way, I don't. I mean, it's your stream.
You're the guest.
Well, anyway, Roz knows she's been there. So
I
I
have been there.
I pay for the whole thing, so that way my name's on the stuff. If there's any drama on the show, got to go. Can't be in there. So it's also a protection because sometimes did you hear? I don't know who. I can't remember who this was. Do you remember that chick last year that came flying into Dollywood and was like, "Broken Baker"? Were you there right when we walked in? And she's like, "I came from West Virginia to see you." And then she's like, "You're too young for me," and I'm married. And it's like, well, maybe I need to introduce myself. Like, as a watcher, like, "Hi, how you doing? I'm an expert." And she's like, "Yeah, I've heard of you."
Well.
Oh, Baker loves to tell that story. He laughs he gets that Santa Claus laugh.
Yeah.
You've heard it. You've heard it. You guys, you don't know what it's like until you're there. And I was like, Bahamas, I just got volunteered for a long day. Don't worry, you can stay at the pool all day until it's ready. There's gonna be a pool, right? Actually, I know people where they're staying in Valhalla, and you can actually go to their pool and just walk down
Oh yeah.
to the event. I just volunteered them, voluntold them. But anyway, it's a fun time, guys. I don't know. The It's gonna be stressful for me going into it because I think too much about it. I get stressed out, and
Sure.
I don't want anybody I don't want hurt feelings. I don't want anyone to feel left out. And I got a question for you. What do you think when when you came?
Oh, that was great. I loved getting to, have some FaceTime, like, actually FaceTime and getting to know people a little bit better. And especially people, that are primarily in chat and don't stream. It's really fun to see them and get to put a face with the name and a voice with the words. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
fun
crazy,
part.
isn't it?
Like, because now I
It's
can
crazy.
read their chats and I can hear their voice. It's funny.
Yeah, the funniest thing I get from people is that they're amazed how quiet I am. I'm like, what are you talking about?
You are a lot taller than you come off on screen.
I'm 6'72" or whatever Roseman says. 6'7" and 2 or
6'7"
something. I don't know.
I don't think you're that tall.
No.
No.
Well, of course it
that
helps
was
when you have Shizzy with you.
yeah. No, that was pretty surprising because I think when I walked up, your back was to me, but I recognized Valhalla. And then you turned around. I was like, oh my God, look how tall you are. That was wild.
Oh, well, I don't know.
We couldn't get Shizzy out of the high chair, or I could probably measured him.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Remind me to show you because I don't know where the picture is, but it's on I've got it on my channel. And it's I'm like, here, we gotta take pictures of you, Baker, to prove you here. Because like the first time here, there were no pictures. This time I took a plethora. I took 3. And anyway, we're at the ice cream place. And he has the ice cream hat on.
Mm-hmm.
It's him and me like this, I didn't know Shizzy was in the background.
Oh,
And so
ruined it.
because it's a little Shizzy.
He's a little
He's
Shizzy
just so quiet. He's a very well-behaved micro. Most of them are getting in trouble. They're looking for skirts to lift up. He's not. He kept his hands in his pockets. He was so happy with that ice cream he got. He is a good boy.
Oh, he's here. He's here. He sat on Rosalyn's lap. Did you? I don't remember
What?
if he sat on my lap or not.
Well, that's what we called the girl.
You called her what?
Rosalyn. I don't know if it was you, but whoever it was, hey.
Thanks. Okay. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
It's not time.
Send him
I
back.
wake up.
Send him back.
Yeah. I don't want to leave this place. Yeah, I love it. I love people, man. I love all this. No, I don't believe in death. I don't like it. And yeah, I want to be here. Crazy, and I don't know. There's already so much stuff I've missed out on. I don't know. I don't have time to catch up if I thought that death was real.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can be, I guess. Pretty stressful.
Yeah. No.
Well, thank you for spending a portion of your evening with me.
Were you supposed to ask me questions from the chat?
I am. I was supposed to ask you if you had time for questions, if you would just let me catch up.
I thought you forgot.
No. It's usually the last question.
Okay.
It's the last question. It's the last question. Let's see. Yeah, we've got quite a few here. Let's see. This one.
Oh, crap.
Crap what? You don't have time for questions?
No, I don't remember. Did you ever... What was that character? It was Johnny Carson bit where he held he did this and he like two horses and a camel, and then he'd open up a letter.
Yes.
Yeah, damn it.
I can't remember the name either.
Yeah, I got one of those genie caps.
Oh.
I don't know where it is. I'm
It's in one of those boxes, probably.
It is. I've got so many stupid hats. I haven't. Well, no, I always look over here because this is where everything ends up going. My sombrero's in a box.
Your sombrero.
Yeah.
Be careful. You don't want to get crushed.
Do what?
Expert, explain what the Second Amendment of the Constitution really means.
Why did I get put on the spot like that? Hang on. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the only amendment I had memorized. And you see that I went away. I mean, it's
Ooh, Sprite.
you have rights given to you through your creator, and nobody can take those away. The most precious thing to you is your life and your liberty, freedom, the individual thought pattern. And the Second Amendment was part of the constitutional contract. Basically, it's all it is a contract between Americans and the people that we say, hey, it's okay. You can have a little bit of power by governing us, but you're really our servants. That says if you get in our way, we're going to take up arms against you like we did in 76. And it also means the same thing. If people get in your way and try to take your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, you have a right to defend it. Second Amendment's all about the right to keep and bear arms. And it's not firearms, it's arms. That's all of them. That's my on the spot answer.
I guess everybody is
Why can I
saying,
not get
chat is saying the Great Karnak.
Karnak? Yes, I have a Karnak hat.
Excellent. Excellent. Sarcasm member for 10 months. Thanks, girl.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know who
That's
she is?
1 month after your birthday.
What?
9 months is your birthday. Okay,
Yeah,
so
she's
when
overdue.
your mommy and your daddy love each other very much, they till a garden, and in that garden they plant a seed that at 9 months grows into a little you.
Oh,
10 months. So last month was her birthday. Happy birthday, Sarcasm. Happy belated birthday.
thanks,
I
Star.
still don't know who she is.
Yeah, I know. She keeps asking who you are. How long were you actively practicing law? Asked Judy 874.
Never. I mean, I never wanted to be an attorney. I'm not licensed to practice now. I don't do it. Nothing like that. I don't know, man. It was ooh. I was working for a law firm for my first summer in school on, and that's all. I'll leave it at that because there's some things there that was like, even at the moment, I was like, I don't know if I should be doing this or not. But they're telling me to, so I'll keep on doing it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
You can't accept money from clients. That's the thing. I never did that.
Sarcasm, thanks for the 10. The Duke is an attorney. Does that count? LOL. Isn't White Rabbit an attorney too?
No, she's a licensed clinical therapist. Yeah, she specialized in teenagers and like drug and alcohol abuse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is our second date. There's our friends, and he started telling her all these stories about me, and then asked what she did, and he's like, "Oh, is that where you met him?" And I was like, "Oh." Then he looks at me and he goes, "How many dates have y'all been on?" Like 2. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. He's a great guy. He really is. Don't pay any attention to anything I said." That's okay. All she wanted to do is go and feed the ducks.
Oh.
Yeah. There are ducks out in the pond.
T for 2 asks, did Expert ever play any sports?
Played with the cheerleaders. Does that count? Yeah, I played baseball and like a year or 2, and then threw shot in track.
Where'd you throw
Then I
it?
was like, not far enough. I know that. Oh man, that thing it seemed easy. They tell you like, yeah, you just throw because I was working out all the time and like, man, no, it's not about strength, it's about technique.
Yeah,
You need to be a dancer to throw a shot because you gotta do a little twirl.
twirly.
Yeah, you gotta spin. You gotta spin.
I have my
How you doing,
favorites. Thanks
favorite?
for the 5. Anything to help our awesome Rosalyn Duke. Oh, well, thank you.
She is awesome
Thank
and
you.
she needs lots of help.
Auntie
I
M,
mean, there's
thanks
no other
for the
time I'm gonna just say that.
thanks for the 5. Darn it, I'm late tax. Well, that's okay, Auntie M. Appreciate you being here all
Well, the tax man cometh.
the time. Yes. Okay, we've got Kelly Rager. Thank God in our
Yes.
lifetime that we have a volunteer military. Thank you to all service members and their family. Yep. I just saw that one, so I had to start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm huge supporter of the military.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know what my call sign is?
What
Right
is your
wing.
call sign?
Right
What?
wing.
Right wing.
Right wing. Yeah. I actually have a Navy call sign.
Cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's right. You had a buddy.
Weird.
You had a buddy in the Navy.
Everybody's got a buddy in the Navy.
Really?
Making
Patrick.
an inappropriate joke.
Patrick W says, when you let others rebuild you, are you still you?
$1 million
school.
man, he had to get rebuilt.
And the Bionic Woman.
Yeah. RoboCop. That's the struggle of RoboCop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gotta be. That's a good question because that's actually something I struggle with. I think about what would I be like today? And I wouldn't be the same if I hadn't gone to law school. Like I said, it taught me um patience,
Mhm.
maybe. It made me very humble because when you're wrong all the time, like it's amazing to be right. It's like you don't believe it.
Yeah. No, I've
Side Eyes is giving away her AOL email.
oh.
What is that? That was my AOL email. You've got friends or whatever.
Liz Barnes would like to know, what do your law school friends think about what you do now?
They don't know.
He's ashamed of us. He's ashamed of us,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube family.
Actually, I owe a call to a buddy of mine. He called me. Oh man, maybe that was 2 years ago. A year ago. So a year ago. I haven't called him back yet. I'm going to, but I just haven't done it yet.
Starcasm, thanks for the 10. Expert, I couldn't ask you about your pups issues. My comments were all deleted in your comments.
I have no idea. Pups issue? My
What's
pups
the
are fine now.
Your pups are fine.
But no, Starkasm, your stuff shouldn't get deleted.
I think it was because it was considered medical advice or something. I don't know.
Oh, so like I've had Bad Duck. I like picking on him. He's because he's a duck and water just rolls off his back. He had really bad for a while where nothing he did would show up in the chat. And he got super chats would show up, but anything else he said would not show up.
Huh.
And I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I've done everything. And it just wouldn't do. But yeah, sarcasm. No, my pup. So oh yeah, hey, I've got a great one. Sorry. So brown dog, the Labrador, who used to be sweet, now he's a bad boy. Oh, he's become such a bad boy. We take him to the dog park. He will not listen. he wants to go hang out with the other owners of dogs. He doesn't want to hang out with the dogs. He wants to hang out with the other people.
Yes, the other people. Exactly.
Yeah. And we're like, hey, you gotta come here. And he just walks on, just keeps on going. And so I told White Rabbit, I said, could you imagine if there was like an 18-wheeler out there and he did that? Like you're hollering for him not to go on the road and he just kept on going in front of it. Oh boy, he got a bath that night. That's how mad she got. Anyway, but he was the one that had to go to University of Tennessee Veterinary for dermatologist. Oh, that sucks so bad. But his whole face was eaten up with acne. And
Oh,
then he when we got the whole home filter stuff,
hmm
UV, whatever thing, he quit itching. Like he would like if you touched him, he would just start itching. And like that was what the last thing the doctor said to us. Because I asked a question about filters and said, "Oh yeah, I mean that could be. I mean you could have some sort of airborne mite or something like that." Anyway, this filter, we got the filter finally. He quit itching, and all I've been thinking about is like the airborne stuff. Like I've been breathing it.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
it's so crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. It creeps me out when I think about stuff like that. I'm like,
like oh, yeah, that oh wow, the whole thing sucked.
oh, speaking of bad duck, things
Bad dog.
5. How many of experts' friends does it take to change a light bulb? 1 to drive expert to the hospital, and 14 to put out the house fire.
That's only. Oh no, wait a second. I've only had to call the fire department twice. No, wait. I've only had the house on fire twice, but not this one yet. Right?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't tempt it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm not allowed. I am not allowed to change anything electrical or do anything like that because of pinballs. I'm the driver. Yeah, but Holland and I, we almost had the house on fire. That was that was a fun night. Well, hold on, wait, which time? We didn't do. Did we do it with fireworks too? I think we did. Okay, so you know what?
I don't think you should be allowed around fireworks.
Maybe I shouldn't sit here with a Zippo next to me either. But
Possibly.
I don't smoke.
You just like the
Here's
smell.
a Zippo. Let's see how many Zippos I have. Oh, watch this. Watch this. Oh, hang on. Look at this. Look. So I have this Zippo, so I could make it a jet because that's kind of cool. Then I have this Zippo because yeah, it was brass. And you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? See a little screwdriver.
Oh,
See? Little screwdriver bit.
very
You
cool.
put it this way. Oh wait, no, it doesn't flip. You gotta take it out. You got more bits down there. See? Little Zippo. And then I have this one. Whoops. The USS George Washington, which that's where I have a flight center call name from.
Gotcha.
Carrier Group, Japan. I don't know if it's still there. I think it's in dock being refitted or something. I don't know.
Huh. Thanks for the 5, bad duck. And Starcasm, thanks for the 10. Sent Kofi. What? Okay, I gotta check that. So I need to check that. But she sent me $10 to tell me that she sent me money. I'm not sure she knows how that works. Forgot
What's
to open that up.
Kofi? Is that
Kofi is like
code word?
coffee. It's like buy me a coffee kind of thing, or it's actually
Oh
like
yeah, I got one of those.
holy crap, Star.
What's up, King?
Star sent $150. She likes me. I think she likes me. Thank you, Star. You didn't have to do that.
I'm glad she likes you.
I'm glad she likes me too.
Still don't know who she is.
I know. Bruce the Moose says, does Expert still have a chainsaw? I can help. I don't know what that's about.
Yes.
Yes.
Because, okay, see, Bruce from Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
and the only Bruce I know in Oregon, besides him, is Bruce Campbell, who was Ash in the legendary Evil Dead series. I mean, his hand got infested with evil, so he had to cut it off. He replaced it with a chainsaw. This is how YouTube works. This is Bruce and me. Like, we're buddies. Shop smart. Shop S smart.
Sarcasm says it was a while back when one was limping. You had an injured dog. Anyway, that was what she said. Well, she said.
That's
Bad
what she
Duck,
said.
thanks for the 5. Did Roz just say chat can't derail her? Hold my beer. That's why I don't pay
I love
attention to
Bad
chat
Duck
when
so
I'm
much.
talking to people.
I hope Bad Duck can make it to FNL.
Yeah,
Dollywood
that'd be
for sure.
awesome. That would be really awesome. Thanks for the 5.
I would get my picture taken with him
What?
if he would let me.
Okay.
Sarcasm, are you coming to FNL Dollywood so I can officially not know who you are?
Ketchup, thanks for the 2. Hey, Expert. Saturn and I are listening in the car. I hope you're still not in the car. It was
Well,
almost
maybe. She's got
an hour and a half ago.
she's got an awesome system in her car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. She's got she's big into Belle Biv DeVoe. And now she's got like a 12 or 15-inch sub in her
Nuh-uh.
boat.
Nuh-uh.
What?
No way. Really?
Expert.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the 2, Ketchup.
Ask her about it. Ask her
I
about it.
will. Now I'll have to. Venom, thanks for the 2. Expert, are birds real? And when did you quit dancing?
Birds were eliminated by it will get started under Richard Nixon. They replaced them to as drones, spy on us. I mean, everybody, that's what. No, birds are not real. Once you realize that, it's liberating. That's why they sit on power lines. They're recharging. And then when I quit dancing, when my leg went limp. Oh wait, wrong leg. Left leg.
Are you finished?
You want me to be?
No.
You know what's
Teasing
really
you.
weird?
Hmm.
So, like, I spent a month in a coma, and before I went in, I could touch my nose with my tongue, but when I got out, I've not been able to touch my nose with my tongue since.
Maybe your nose grew.
Wouldn't that be easier for me to touch it with my tongue?
Did it grow upwards?
Oh, I hope not. My nose. I have a very Teutonic nose.
Oh, really?
2 tones. Teutonic.
Yamaha said, what kind of chaos? Does it matter? You've watched Expert, right, Rosalyn? Yes. Yes, I
Are
have.
you? Do you really? Are you
Mhm.
stalking me? Because I'd be super. King Bob birthday! Happy birthday!
12 months. It's elephant birthday. Elephant birthday.
Oh, it is. You've heard my birthday song, right?
Yes.
Megan
don't have
Fox,
that.
she was singing happy birthday to somebody. I was like, that is it. Bleak.
Yep. It was pretty good. Starchasm says, I'm not going to make it between her dad and the puppies.
Bring the puppies along. There's a Doggywood. Did you know that? Valhalla went. Yes, he went to Doggywood. Yes. Yes, and like it's every they can stay from beginning to end of the day.
Oh, that would be cute.
Hey,
Yeah,
you might be able to get your dad in there too. I would look into that.
Papa Joe is having some issues right now. So prayers for Papa Joe.
And Papa Joe reminds me, when's the last time you've had a Papa John's pizza?
I probably 20 years.
Do you think they're good?
I think they're
Like
disgusting.
now, today?
I
Well,
think
that
they're
was 20 years ago,
disgusting.
maybe. I mean, I
I
don't
hate
know.
them. I
No,
hate them.
I'm not talking about CC's. CC's, that's
No, I'm talking about Papa John's.
okay.
They're terrible. But why do you ask?
Well, you said Papa Joe. Or can I remind me of
Oh.
Papa John's? Because like there's an H and N away. Two syllables. Two consonants and a syllable. What's a syllable? What's a consonant? Two consonants.
Oh my God. Okay.
What?
I'm gonna call it. You guys, I have you
happened?
directed to go over to Tug. Thank you guys for all of the wonderful super chats and mods. Thank you for all the hard work you've done to help push out all the links and
Hey,
chat.
I just saw where Liz has Schumer's first time Megan mentioned me in chat. Was that when she cussed me? Because when you go over to Tugs, put a bunch of corn cobs. All the corn.
All the corn.
Were you there for that?
Oh yeah, I remember Corngate. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so great. Oh my gosh. I don't know how that's the best thing that I ever on YouTube. Because like, how do you get people to do things, right? How do you get your chat to do things? And it was Shizzy and MG and myself were up. We were laughing. Somehow I got brought up about a stripper in a cornfield, and it's actually that doesn't seem all that odd when I think about it. But anyway, it seems weird when you say it to people, yeah, dolphins, man. Anyway, like, hey, yeah, tomorrow when Megan is doing her stream, you should start. I'll come in and I'll say something, and then just like putting corn cups. People they couldn't all day long. They were doing corn cups. Shizzy did a show like at 9 a.m. And he said it was just filled with the corn cobs. And like people kept putting one corn cob up at a time over on Megan's, and then I came in and I put one corn cob and nothing else. And all of a sudden, that entire screen went yellow. And she's very professional about her stuff, but she doesn't like read her chat constantly. There's no derailing of Megan Fox, right? And she's like, what is up, people, with all these corn cobs? She's like, expert, did you have something to do with this? I wasn't. She couldn't even see me. I didn't say a single thing except about one corn cob, and like the screen, my name is gone. It's nowhere near there. But she yelled at me without even knowing I was there. That was so much fun. That was one of the greater things. So you go over there to put a bunch of corn cobs in.
Yeah, no, you'll get banned or something.
Why? Did they do that? He wouldn't do that. Are there some weird mods?
Well, he has a lot of rules. He's got a lot of rules. No spamming the chat.
Well, then don't go over there. Just put your corn cob in. It's like, fine, bye. Bye, umbrella guy. Put a bunch of umbrellas in there. Yeah.
Yeah, just do one and leave.
Yeah.
And maybe a dolphin. All
rules.
Right. Thank you guys
be
so
happy,
much.
man. Anybody wants to listen to you. You're another dude from Tennessee. Okay. Chill out, man. That's what I'd say. You guys go tell Tug. I said, chill out, man.
Chill out. Yeah, tell him expert says chill out.
And we'll see him at Dollywood. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Nobody's gonna know who he is because he's a mask.
Yes, it is only one. That's true. If you only do one, it's not spamming. If you do 30 corn cobs in one chat. Oh, I don't know. Would that max out your characters?
Valhalla's a super mod.
Super mod.
I think an emoji's like 3 things. So you can do like, what is that? 50 of them 50. In one thing. Fill your thing up with them. And then blame YouTube. So I didn't do this. I don't know what's happening.
My finger got stuck.
I love Rosalyn. The experts over there talking about corn cobs the whole damn time. Rolling my whole keyboard. It's just nothing but cream corn. He cream corn my keyboard.
All
Tasted
right.
like
Thank
cream
you
corn
guys
as a
for
kid.
stopping by and hanging out with us.
Thank you so much for
Going to
having
set
me.
you free.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Did I answer
Thank you.
everything? Okay. I
Yeah,
hope
you
so.
did.
I'm
Except
afraid I
for
talk too
except for who
much.
is the expert, but whatever.
What did I
What
say? I don't
you
remember.
didn't. You wouldn't.
I don't know about Holland Starcasm. Look at those two. Rebels.
Mhm.
I love it.
All
Welcome to
right.
the
Good night,
rebellion,
guys.
kids.
As always, see you in the tubes.
Love you.
It's tell me everything. Stars inside gonna sing and swing. With Rosalyn Duke, there's joy in the air. Life's a show and we're